it was a lot going on this week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When it came to actress Hayden Panettiere, she passed away this week, you guys, and we found out about it on Monday. I believe she passed away on Sunday at the age of 36 years old. If you don't know who Hayden Panettiere is, she is an actress who got her start. Well, when she was a baby, she had her start, but really she got her first big break, I would say, in the 90s when she was on Remember the Titans. She was also in Bring It On. She was in a couple of the Screams. She was in a show called Nashville. She was in, I think, a movie called like Heroes or something like that. But she was a really big star, heavily known amongst a lot of the millennial girlies. So a lot of millennial girlies were mourning the heck out of Hayden this week. Rightfully so. Solange put up a really heartfelt message to Hayden Panettiere saying like, you're finally at peace, which you deserve to be at peace. I personally didn't have a huge connection with Hayden, and sometimes I'd be feeling like, man, what was I doing in my childhood? Because a lot of the movies she was in, I haven't seen, and I'm low-key embarrassed to even admit that I haven't seen some of the movies. Like, I don't know if I've seen Bring It On, y'all. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. I don't know if I've seen Bring It On. I don't even know if I've seen Remember the Titans. I don't remember her in the Screams. I don't even know if I saw the Screams. And it made me think this week, like, what was I doing? Why did I not see any of these things? You know, she was also in the movie Ice Princesses with Disney. It's like she was in so many things. I know her though, but regardless, it's not about me. She passed away this week, and it was very, very hard and heartbreaking for a lot of people, more so specifically because I think a lot of people understood the different mental health battles and like drug battles and addictions that she dealt with, but that she was very honest about. Like within the last few months, I want to say even in the last few years as well, she's been very open about her dealing with depression and anxiety and, you know, drug addictions and turmoil of relationships that she's had, like back and forth, you know, with certain people, and the fact that she had to not give up, but gave the father of her child full custody so she could go to rehab and get herself together, because she just felt like she had more life to live, even through all of the somewhat negative things, I guess you could say, that she went through in a short amount of time and at a very young age. You know, she's opened up about how a very important and big person in Hollywood took advantage of her when she was a lot younger, and just different things she has experienced. Her brother passed away just a couple years ago, and it was just those two. That was her only sibling. So now their parents have to bury two of their only children that they have. So she just recently was in a lot of interviews a few months ago. Specifically, the one that's circulating a lot is when she was on Jay Shetty's show, and she was talking about her memoir that is out right now, which you guys should go get, because hopefully that goes to her daughter. But she was very open in this memoir about the things that she had been dealing with and the battles that she had overcome, and how she just felt like she was ready to do new things. She was ready to finally live life again. And so for her to pass away this week, very, very heartbreaking story, you know, like rest in peace to Hayden Panettiere. But one of the clips that is going viral is of an experience that she says she had with Neutrogena. Do you guys remember Neutrogena? It's like a skincare line. A lot of people know it. It's very much mainstream. It's everywhere. You know, it's in Walgreens, CVS, everywhere you can get Neutrogena. But back in the day, she was the face. She was the face of, oh my God, it's her birthday today? It is Hayden Panettiere's birthday today. Happy, heavenly 37th birthday. That is sad. Days before her birthday. Wow. But there was a clip going around with her on that Jay Shetty's podcast, and she opened up about Neutrogena. And she used to be the face of Neutrogena. I remember the commercials when I was younger, seeing her on there and being like the brand ambassador of Neutrogena and their like clean and clear line. I remember that. But According to the Neighborhood Talk and TMZ and all of the outlets, following news of actress Hayden Panettiere's passing, an interview in which the star revealed that Neutrogena attempted to end her contract after she opened up about struggling with postpartum depression is making headlines. Hayden said that she had worked with the skincare company for about 10 years when it reportedly tried to use a morality clause against her following her 2015 interview on Live with Kelly and Michael. According to Hayden, her representative pushed back and told the company it could not legally fire her for having a mental health condition. Hayden developed postpartum depression following the birth of her daughter Kaya in 2014. Neutrogena reportedly backed off but chose not to renew her contract when it expired months later. Hayden said she never heard from the people she had worked with at the company again after cutting ties, which claims really hurt her. So everybody start lighting up Neutrogena for the fact of like, oh, so you trying to fire people because they're talking about postpartum depression and because they're opening up about their own mental health? That's kind of crazy, Neutrogena. Why would you do that? And so now PR done stepped in for Neutrogena. And Neutrogena just put out a statement recently. And this is what Neutrogena had to say. So they said, "We are deeply saddened by Hayden Panettiere's passing. For more than a decade, Hayden was a valued member of our Neutrogena community. We are proud to have partnered with her and understand that we made her feel unsupported during a very difficult time. This is not what Neutrogena stands for or who we want to be. Hayden's courage in sharing her challenges helped inspire important conversations and awareness. We are making a significant investment to a long-standing community health partner to help give more women access to the support they need, including care for postpartum depression. We will share more details with this community when plans are in place. Out of respect for Hayden's family and loved ones, we did not want to speak out so soon following her passing. Everyone at Neutrogena extends their deepest condolences to Hayden's family and all who loved her." That was their statement. So Neutrogena has officially broken their silence following days of backlash tied to Hayden's interview that is going viral of her pretty much saying they tried to fire me because I wanted to open up about postpartum depression. How dare you? How dare they? But no, seriously, how dare they? People are going through so much nowadays, and that was back then. If she did that in like 2014, 2015, that was when mental health still was somewhat of like a taboo. Like people didn't open up about how they were feeling after having a baby, if they were having anxiety or had like mental health issues. So she did open up at a time where it was still more so like a stigma on people. So from Neutrogena's sake or perspective, they're probably like, we kind of got to cut ties with that. We don't do that. That's not normalized. But obviously it is a little bit more normalized now. But my issue with Neutrogena and just my issue with like PR and like them fixing things just in general, I feel like one, they had so much time before Hayden's passing to clear this up. But it's like now that she's passed and now that the clips are surfacing of her saying this months ago, now you want to say something? You know, you probably saw it when it originally came out, but you didn't care that much because nobody else was saying anything or lighting you up, Neutrogena. Nobody was lighting you up when it was just regular. But now that she's passed and the attention is on y'all, now y'all want to clear it up. That's what I don't like about PR. Is the fact that it's literally just in place for you to smooth things over when things are not going your way or they're not looking right for you. And it can come off very disingenuous. And this definitely did, talking about like, oh, we wanted to wait a couple of days after her passing. We didn't want to do it right away. Regardless, you could have did it months ago when it first initially happened. But it just feels like when companies and organizations or even people have to even put out statements like that, I never feel like it's genuine because I know your publicist is just telling you what you need to say and telling you to take accountability and telling you to own up to it, even if you truly don't believe it. Like at that point, you will say almost anything to just make the noise stop, to make the negativity stop, to get back in people's good graces. And it's like, I guess you could give some credit to people who apologize anyway, because I guess they don't have to. But at the same time, it's like, how do I know that you're for real? Like, now you want to give to postpartum depression organizations and things like that. Like, the energy could have been there. And, you know, to their credit, back then, I'm sure they probably don't still have that staff member or that group of people working for the company at Neutrogena anymore who originally tried to fire Hayden back in the day. But again, this could have been smoothed over months prior before her death. But I don't know. How do y'all feel about like publicists and PR, and how when something goes wrong, people automatically have to come out with some type of statement to recant their statements? But sometimes it's like the deed is already done. Like, even for example with Love Island, like all the people who have left Love Island because they have been caught saying, you know, racist slurs and things like that, like saying the N-word, and then they come out to say like, oh, I'm so sorry, like that's not in my vocabulary anymore, I didn't know what I was saying at the time. Like, to me, that's BS. And I feel like you'll do it again. I feel like you'll do it again if you wouldn't have never got no backlash in the first place. So I don't know, sometimes it'd be disingenuous, but let me know how y'all feel about that. But regardless of all of that, Neutrogena, whatever, it's about Hayden right now, because they're saying the cause of her death has not been revealed just yet. However, during the call to EMS when she was found in the home, she was there with a friend. They're saying the friend was like allegedly her on again, off again boyfriend who found her or was with her. And the EMS said that there was a note of, not like a physical paper note, but they did say that Narcan was mentioned, cardiac arrest was mentioned, and like a possible overdose was mentioned. So we're not sure if it was an official overdose, but that's what people are kind of, you know, piecing the puzzle pieces together when it came to that. But such a sad story, such a life lost way too soon at 36 years old. Well, it would have been 37 years old today. Very tragic, very, very tragic, for it to have ended this way. But prayers to her family, to her dad. Her mom is kind of not doing, she needs to go sit down somewhere and never talk about Hayden again, because she made some statements recently pretty much victim blaming Hayden, and it went all bad for her. But prayer to the family still. I know that's still tough for parents to have to bury two of their only children, and her daughter as well. Prayers to her daughter, who now has to live her life without her mother. Like, that is tragic. So may she rest in peace for sure.